Okay, let's see how this one comes up. This will be an interesting one. So we're going to leave it on that. I'm thinking, or maybe we're going to make it, we're going to do with it dot matrix. Maybe that'll work. We'll soon find out. So let's see how we go. We've got to look at that when we put it on the glass. I'm thinking maybe text enhance can be left. Let's see if we can make this look really nice. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. It is a mindfulness colouring in, because colouring in has been taken beyond just for children. Colouring in is often referred to as a mindfulness activity. It's meant to make you feel good. So, but I don't know, how should I put it? What am I going to say? I don't know what the word mindfulness actually means, but it's meant to be like a trendy, I think it's a fairly trendy sort of a thing that's happening now, that adults engage in colouring in to help help manage stress. So it's called mindfulness. They call it mindfulness. It's really trendy at the moment, so many people are now doing it, so they can feel much better in a rather unpleasant world that we live in. Like a lot of people who get stressed at work often engage in this, I think, in their spare time to reduce the amount of stress. So it's meant to make you feel better. I don't find it makes me feel better. I just find that I just want to make the picture look really nice. I treat it like art. So I don't actually do it regularly. I've just done it occasionally. But basically it's not really my thing. It's not really my thing, but a lot of people do it. So yeah. We used to do this shit at school, but for some reason that's one of the things we used to do in primary school, and I think in primary school, colouring in, but colouring is for adults as well as children, which is interesting how it's evolved that way. Now that looks interesting, but we still haven't got it long enough. And that's interesting there, how that's turned out, the banana. So let's see how we go. We're going to just have to stretch the image further. We didn't make it long enough. I think we fucked it up. So now we're just going to we're meant to make it bigger than 141.4, not smaller. So we're going to have to make this maybe 160. We're going to stretch it. And also it looks too contrasty. Like, I'm thinking maybe we're going to go there. That'll be better to pick up all the nuances of the image, the colours. I think we got it all set. So let's see how we go this time. But yes, it's now become an adult's activity as well as a children's activity. So let's see how we go. There's a local coffee shop down the road that also is a craft shop, and they have heaps of mindfulness colouring in books that you can use, if I'm correct. That looks nice, but I'm thinking we've made it a bit too long. We do want more of that banana in the image, but it's looking better. The colours look a lot better. So now we're just going to maybe make the enlargement a little bit smaller than 160. So maybe we're going to make it 150 big are we going to make this? 154 I think we're going to go for this. Let's see if we can improve on it. Let's see if this is a better fit. Yeah, it looks a bit better. We still got a lot missing if you look at that and compare it with that, but it looks nice. So I'm wondering if we're going to go any further with this. Maybe if we just look at the original, not the original, the first one that came out, and see if we can make this. But it looks in some ways better. Maybe one more time we can shrink. We can take that down a bit smaller. So maybe 145 we're going to make it. We're going to take a punt on that and see how we go. Okay, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks a lot better now. I think we're a lot closer to how we're meant to make it. I'm actually thinking maybe we won't go any further. Now I've got to work out what's going to be the centre of this job. That flower looks nice. So it looks like we're going to put that flower in the middle of the page. So let's see how we go. Let's finish and then start. Okay, out that comes. So that looks really nice. It's upside down, just the way we want it. I was sort of thinking the banana's going to make a better centerpiece, but for some reason we're going to go with the flower in the corner. That lovely blue coloured flower. We're having problems lining these corners up as we'd like to line them up. So it makes things, it's a bit curly, which is a pain in the ass, but there's a lot of toner on this image. So, especially in the black areas. So, oh fuck, did I just hit something I wasn't supposed to hit? This user interface is really clumsy. The man behind Konica Minolta, who's the CEO, his name's Shoei Yamana. That's his name, Yamana. So remember the name Shoei Yamana? He's the head honcho. Fuck, what am I doing? Don't want that. He's the head honcho of Konica Minolta, the CEO, who I always talk about, the man in Japan. Well, he's got a name. His name's Shoei Yamana. So, yeah. Look him up on LinkedIn. Look him up on... I think he's on YouTube, I'm not sure, but anyway, he's on LinkedIn. If you've got LinkedIn, look him up. He's the one that runs the show at Konica Minolta. So let's see how this turns out. Okay. It's a little bit difficult trying to line these up because they're curling, especially that they're curling at the edge, not just... It's really annoying when they curl at the edge on the inside edges because it's obviously not going to line up as nicely. It's going to look like shit. Sorry, folks. We'll just try our best. Well, this will have to do. It looks a bit shit, but it's acceptable, I suppose. Anyway, I think now we can call this one quits.